Jeremiah, our former NFL scout. And how about a Super Bowl champion 2 times, the Hall of Famer Terrell Davis? And TD, you played in the Sunshine State Super Bowl. What about 20 years ago now? Does this day kind of start to bring back some of those memories for you?
It does, right? I mean, because traditionally teams would be in the city, just arriving. We arrived on Sunday, and now you're preparing for that game that week. And of course, man, now you're starting to really get into the nuances of the game plan. You see the festivities, see people pouring into the city. Everybody's talking about the game. So yeah, it's really a great time of the week where you start looking forward to an actual game being played instead of all the pregame stuff.
I just want to know where you keep the other trophy. That's what I want to know, TD. Yeah. I just see one back there. Where's the other one?
It's back there.
Yeah, I'm gonna break the other one out tomorrow. I got 2 of them. I just broke one out for day one.
The rings will come on throughout the course of the next few hours.
Must be nice.
You start seeing the rings come out. You start seeing. I'm gonna bring out the MVP trophy pretty soon. Yeah, I got it all. Hey, DJ, don't worry about it. You'll see it all this week, my friend.
And look who's crashing the party: our 3-time Pro Bowler, D'Angelo Hall. What's up, D Hall?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
We're good, man. Glad to have you with us amidst the snow and all that's happening over there on the East Coast. Certainly hoping everyone out there can kind of huddle up and hang out with us here for the next 7 or 8 hours or so. So here's the thing. Here's what's a little bit different. The last couple of years, right, we've come to know Super Bowl opening night, right, as the official kind of media day of the Super Bowl festivities. We're still going to have opening night here on NFL Network tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. But a lot of the media availabilities are going to be happening throughout the day. In fact, going on right now down in Tampa, the Tampa Bay Bucs, your NFC champions, are addressing the media for the first official Super Bowl media session. And we're going to take you to those interviews here throughout the course of the next hour or so. Also, just to keep in mind, tonight on opening night, we're going to have some exclusive moments for you. We'll have both of the starting quarterbacks here, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, getting together. Also, both coaches, Bruce Arians and Andy Reid, will be coming up tonight on Super Bowl opening night, again, 8 o'clock Eastern here on NFL Network. For now, though, let's go down to the Bucs media availability. Tom Brady for the 10th time addressing the Super Bowl media.
You guys have worked together to build the offense. I was just hoping you could kind of elaborate on, especially with the way the offense has looked the last month and a half, like how did you guys work together, maybe around the bye week, to really craft an offense that really plays on some of your skills, including the play action?
Yeah, I think Byron's done an incredible job, and he's a great guy. We have a great relationship. I've known him for a long time. We're about the same age, and played against him. Always had a lot of respect for him. And then now that we're working together, it's been great. He's got a great work ethic, great football IQ, and it's just been a growing process for both of us and growing together. And when you work together for a long period of time, you start, we begin to see the game very similar. When he's watching film, he thinks, oh, this is what Tom would like, and vice versa. So it's taken some time to get there because we didn't have, obviously, a lot of the things that we normally have with football. And over the last, couple months, we've certainly executed a little bit better. And that's a credit to all the coaches, all the players who have really worked hard to get us to the point we're at in this season, which is 6 days to go and 1 game left. And it's for everything. So I'm excited to see what we can come up with for Sunday.
We'll go to Dan Pompey.
How come I don't get to see them at all? Why do I just get to see me? What's up with that, Chris?
Hey, Tom. As you know, you and Michael Jordan both have 6 championships. What do you think of Michael and the possibility of having one more championship than he has?
Well, Michael's one of my sports idols, so I think he's pretty incredible. And I think for me, it's about being a part of a lot of great teams. And to have the opportunity to play in this game means a lot to me. It's a lot of commitment sacrificed by a lot of guys. And obviously, we're 1 game away from the ultimate goal in this sport. And I've been a part of that ultimate goal 6 other times. So they're all different. They've all meant something a little bit different to me. They've all been very unique in their own way. And it'd just be cool to accomplish it this time. I don't compare them to the other times. Those were all magical moments in my life, and no one could ever take those away from me. And hopefully we can finish this season strong and, win a Super Bowl. That's why we're here. That's why we're playing, and make for a really magical season for us.
We'll go to Rob Maddai from AP.
Hey, Tom, to be able to do what you've done requires obviously a ton of discipline and sacrifice. We know about the talent. I know family's important to you, but what are some of the toughest sacrifices that you've had to make along the way to keep doing this at such a high level? And how much longer do you think you could keep making those sacrifices?
Well, I think football for me is obviously been my sport. It's a career, but it's really become it's part of my daily life, because a lot of the decisions I make I'm always thinking about, how does this impact my football? How does it impact, my off-season training? It's pretty well documented, that the approach that I've taken over a period of time, which certainly didn't all start at once. I think how I work out and how I recover is very important. The work I do with my body coach, Alex, is critical to the success that I've had, and try to incorporate eating a little bit better, as like probably every other kid in high school and every other kid in college, just eating kind of whatever you could to get by. And then understood that was a really important aspect about performing well, was everything that I put into my body, how I took care of my body. I wouldn't say 20 years ago, I thought, man, I'll be sitting there at 43 playing pro football. That would be, not the truth, that I tell you that. I mean, I started thinking, man, I'd love to play pro football and get the opportunity to do it, and I'm going to do it as best I possibly can. And fortunately, I've had the right people come into my life at the right time, which has enabled me to keep doing what I love to do. So it's a lot of support of actually a lot of people. I do what I do. I put the effort in, but I have a lot of other people who put a lot of effort in too. It's a lot of sacrifices that my family's made over a long period of time. So grateful for their support. I've had a ton of friends that continue to support me, great teammates, coaches. So it really takes a lot of people. This is the ultimate team sport. And, I'm very fortunate to still be able to do it.
We'll go to Danny Heifetz.
Hey, Tom, how you doing today?
Doing great.
You just threw 40 touchdown passes at 43 years old. Do you think other quarterbacks can do that if they take care of their body the way you have?
Anything's possible. Certainly, it's there's a lot of talented players. I think if we go to a 17-game schedule, it gets a little bit easier too. So, it's not many people have played at my age, and I'm hoping that I can give some of that wisdom to some of the younger players who want to do the same types of things. So I think we're always supposed to be better, and as we grow and evolve, and as we learn more, we continue to train better, we eat better, we learn the right techniques, and I hope everyone can reach their potential. That's ultimately what it's all about. That's what I try to do with myself. It wasn't about 40 touchdown passes. It's did I do the best I could do? Did I put in the work every day to put myself in a position to be the best I could for my team? And that's really where my motivation comes from.
We'll go to Greg Allman.
Hey, Tom, you've had a lot of coaches, a lot of new voices this year, but wanted to ask you about Tom Moore and what you've gained from the perspective of everything he's seen in his coaching career.
He's seen a lot, and he's been someone who I looked over at the opposing sideline for a lot of years. So there was a little bit of that this year with Coach Moore and Clyde, some of the guys that I've kind of gone against. And I have a lot of respect for Coach Moore. We had a lot of great conversations about football. And he has great football knowledge. He's kind of a football encyclopedia. And whatever he says, I obviously try to incorporate, whether it's techniques, fundamentals, or how he sees the game, because he's had a lot of success. And, I love hearing different ideas and hearing how different people approach the game. And he's does a great job for us.
So Tom Brady, the oldest player to play in a Super Bowl. Now we go to the coach looking to become the oldest to win a Super Bowl. Bucs head coach Bruce Arians.
Super Bowl week. I know that there are tons of media obligations, and you guys aren't on the practice field necessarily today, but we haven't talked to you in a couple days. Can you just give us an update on obviously Antonio and Antoine and Jordan, because I know it's not game time yet, but just sort of where they are and what you hope to be able to see out of them this week?
Yeah, I saw them with the trainers today. Antonio looks a little bit better. Antoine looks a little bit better. Antonio's getting close. He did a little bit Thursday. We'll see how sore he is. Jordan's way too early to tell still.
Next, we'll go to Nick Jacobs.
Bruce, I'm curious for you. What do you remember during your time in Kansas City? What was it you learned from Marty, and kind of what's your favorite memory of your time there?
Oh, man, there's so many. We had a great running back room. Christian McQuaid, Barry Word, James Saxon, Todd McNair, Billy Jones, Kenny Gamble. We had some great guys. Herman Hurd early. Just a lot of fun. The Chiefs fan, when we were there, I remember, I think it was Northwest Missouri Braves came down and started the chop, and it caught on fast. I think that's one of my favorite memories. Probably the biggest memory was my son was 10 years old, and he was a ball boy cleaning laundry, and he carried, back then we had cords, and he carried my cord all the games.
Next, we'll go to Chris Franklin.
Hey, Bruce, you're from Jersey area. How does it feel to be a Jersey guy that's actually going to be coaching here in the Super Bowl as a head coach now?
It feels great. I was born in Patterson, didn't live there very long, but I then moved back down to Marlton when I was the head coach at Temple for 6 years. So, Jersey's roots. I've got a lot of cousins and aunts and uncles still there, and it's really home.
Next, we'll go to Scott Reynolds.
Hey, Bruce, whether it's Byron, Todd, or Goody, you've got some head coaching candidates on your staff, same at the coordinator level with Larry Foote and others. Because the Bucs have had success getting to the Super Bowl, the head coaching vacancies and coordinator positions around the league have pretty much been filled. It doesn't just affect your guys, but also Kansas City too. How disappointing is that for you, for your player, for your guys? And should the NFL do something about it? I guess the benefit is that the Bucs coaching staff returns intact next year.
Yeah, I think this year they bent the rules a little bit, and they were all able to do Zoom interviews, nothing in person. But they did let them do more than they have in the past. I was a little really upset that Byron didn't get one because I think he's everything but everybody's supposedly looking for. A quarterback, a play caller, and he's African-American. So, I don't know what else you're looking for. He's a great leader. I think that, I'm throwing Keith Armstrong in the mix too. I think all those guys should be getting interviews for head coaching jobs, and hopefully next year.
Next, we'll go to E.J. Smith.
Hey, Bruce, I wanted to ask you about your time at Temple, especially because you have so many Temple people on your staff. What's gone into that, and what are some of your fond memories of the university?
Oh, that's where I got started, really. I was very, very young. I thought I knew everything, didn't know shit. But, great. Peter Lee, of course, was fantastic president to work for, and Gavin White. God bless John Chaney, passed away this week, one of my dear friends. And I probably learned as much coaching, watching him practice and how he taught his guys than just about anybody I worked with other than Coach Bryant and Coach Sharp. But Temple was very special. After the game,